How's it, everybody? Celtic Link here. We're back for another Dokkan battle video. In today's video, we are taking a look at the LR-EZA for the AGL Nappa and Vegeta. We got a Max Links Rainbow status. One of the few LRs we've actually been able to do this with, the yellow coin LRs. So let's take a look at what they are doing. So in their base, they've got Key 2, attack defense 178. They get Key 5 and launch an additional attack with a 50% chance of becoming a super attack when 78% HP or more. They have an additional 78% attack within the same turn after evading an attack, as well as an additional 78% at the start of turn per existing enemy. They get Key 1 with each final blow delivered up to 5 and can exchange with Vegeta when conditions are met. And the conditions are pretty simple, simply 50% or less from the 4th turn of battle. Now, they have that condition for the attack with the evasion, and they don't have any built-in evasion. That's one thing the EZA didn't fix, but we do have a turn 3 active skill, which would allow us to take advantage of that for a turn. So pretty nice. So let's go ahead, let's hop on, and we're gonna run him on Ginyu Force team because it's basically one of the only 200% teams he has. So most of his showcases that we end up doing for the Grand Tour will be on a 170. So let's go ahead, let's hop on in.
Let's do this.
Alright, so we actually have them turn 1, but we don't have any of the rest of our setups. So we'll make do here. Alright, so let's take a look here. Alright, so I don't want to... Oh, actually, they might be okay here. Alright, let's put them here. So we will get the 18 key here. So on their 18 key, they are massively raising attack and defense for one time. So that's why that additional super attack that they get is really, really helpful. Oh, he does not link with them, though. That's an issue. Okay, well, we'll take it. So we'll have no links active here, simply because I want to get the Raccoon and Goldo over there. Alright, so how do we take this type disadvantage super on the start of turn? Okay, makes sense. Type disadvantage. Alright, so 5 million right there on that super attack, and we have no links active. Alright, so... I mean, it is what it is. We had to kind of switch things around. I didn't want to do that. But there we go. Look at that. We got a triple super on this guy. Very, very helpful here. I may switch up his hidden potential to add some crit in. He doesn't have any innate crit or dodge. So I thought initially giving him a little bit of dodge would help with that passive. But I feel like the crit may be more useful. We'll have to see once we get him with his partner, the Grade 8 Vegeta, and see how he's performing there. Alrighty. Yeah, our rotations are all kind of crazy for this one. Alright, here we go. So we can get the Grade 8 Vegeta over. Oh, wow. This is like the worst rotations ever to start with. Alright, let's do that number. Let's just pray he doesn't super attack slot 1 here. Let's send off the Grade 8 Vegeta. That was really bad. Like, I mean, this startup couldn't have been worse. There we go. Alright, we get the double out of the friend Ginyu. There we go. Hopefully our Ginyu can pick up, nope. That was too much to ask for, wasn't it? And there goes the super attack on Grade 8 Vegeta. Okay, well, we're alive. I suppose that's what's important. So we absolutely could, right here, exchange, but we're not gonna. I don't want to waste that turn. Although... what is his 18 key? Okay. Yo. Alright, let's do that number. We're gonna save the active skill for a turn. And let's do this. So that way we'll let Cooler get a stack off just to help his defense out. And hopefully we can get a little bit of heal up. And, well, actually, we may exchange automatically. We should have just used it. Alright, well, I guess it doesn't matter. Because we're going to do this anyways. Alright, here we go. Alright, now we can start working. Alright, so... Alright, I'm going to use one of my items because I don't want to exchange Vegeta just yet. So let's do this number. Oh, man. Okay, this dude just not going to get any attacks whatsoever. So let's just hope he gets his additional. There we go. Okay. So, again, just using the item because I want to get... I don't want to exchange Nappa and Vegeta just yet. I want one more turn where I can have him with his link partner and do the... active skill. So, next turn, though, we will... Or if at any point we fall below the 50%, we won't make the... we won't do anything. We'll just let it happen so we can exchange with Vegeta. Obviously, in the realistic scenario, you want to get Vegeta out as soon as possible. So, I mean, if you can get him out turn 3, then that's the best case scenario. But, we didn't necessarily want that to happen. Alright, so let's go ahead. Let's use the active skill here. Alright, so while we will lose a bunch of defense here, we gain guaranteed dodge, right? So we can't be touched this turn. Defense is a lot better because we have basically his best link partner. He has better link partners, but they're not as viable. And realistically, when you're running these guys, you're probably not paying too much attention to their link partners. So let's grab that, and then we'll send off the STR Cooler. So let's see how much he does here. Okay, so we get the dodge. Now we have an additional 78%. So, okay. Not as much as I would have liked to see, but okay. 7 million. So, in the Nappa form, a little bit underwhelming. Even that extra dodge doesn't appear to be worth it too much, so, yeah. Alright, nobody's going to get a hit on this guy, are they? Alright, well, at least now we can do this number. Grab that. Grab that. And let's grab that. Perfect. Alrighty, so I think these guys ought to do the trick, though. Even though they're type advantage, I think even without the crit, they should do enough. Yeah, there we go. Alright, no matter, we got the crit. Okay, so that brings us to here. Alright, so they've lost their defense already, so, let's see. Let's do that number. Alright, so... Okay, not too bad here. We just cannot get this dude key, my goodness. Alright, so... Great Vegeta taking a little more than I'd like to see him taking. Alright, definitely better post super there. Yeah, okay, so 7 mil is about what they're going to cap out at after that dodge. We get the double super. Okay. Alright, I would really, really hope this Ginyu can get a super attack in. Nope. He said this dude is not going to stack. And he gets hit with the super. Does this kill us? This might actually kill us. Oh no, it does not. And this will actually work out very, very nicely for us. Because... Alright, I don't want to heal up. Yeah, okay. It'll give us just enough in case anything goes wrong. But it shouldn't break us over... There we go. But it's not going to break us over the 50%, so... Perfect. Next turn, we can exchange into Vegeta, and we start letting him do, rock and see how he is. Alright, now, ideally, though, we finish Oceanus this turn, and we rock right into the next turn with Vegeta out. And of course, this is the turn that this happens. We get no attack, no extra supers on the turn we need it the most. All right. Well, there we go. We got the exchange.
I have no use for Saiyans that can't move. Die! All right, who's next?
Alrighty, well, we're here. So, let's take a look at what Vegeta's doing here. So, now that we're exchanged, right, we have Key 4, Attack Defense 200%. We have an additional Attack Defense 100% when 50% or more. We guard all attacks for 3 turns from the entry term. We also have an additional Key 3, Attack and Defense 180% when facing only one enemy. We have an additional Key 3 and Defense 180% when attacking superclass enemies. And we have an additional Key 3 and effective against all types when 18 or more. And we perform a critical hit when Key is 24. So, I mean, realistically, I would not have wanted to exchange now, like I said, because now we've got a whole extra turn that we're wasting here, but it is what it is. Alright, because we are guarding now, and we only get that guard for 3 turns. So it really sucks that this is happening now as opposed to next turn. Where we basically could have had it for each turn he shows up in the next few fights. So we'll have one turn where he doesn't have it, but he does massively raise attack and defense. That we, depending on who ends up on that turn, we could see, you know, we could move somebody else into slot 1 if we need to. Alright, so almost 20 million, and that was with the Dokkan attack. That means his base attack is going to be pretty strong, actually. Alright. Okay, so let's do this number. There we go. Yeah, now hopefully he actually gets a few extra supers in. And we can pick up some supers on the friend over there. And now if we're real lucky... No. So say if we're real lucky, everybody procs all of their additionals and we just one turn this phase. But I don't think we're going to get that lucky. Especially with nobody getting any crits. And he should tank this pretty well. Yep, we're good. Alright, that means his last turn of guard will be in the turn with Nova, which is fine. But he'll have guard anyways with Nova, right? Because he's AGL, so. Alright. Oh man, this dude just will not launch a super. Alright, so let's put him here. Alright, so... Alright, just under 500k defense here. Grab that. Grab that. And let's grab that. So now we'll actually get to see the attack stat. So we're still guarding. 13 mil. Okay, that's pretty good. It took us a while to get here because god-awful start, but, I mean, you know how Red Zone is. Alright, so we'll also get to see him eating a super. Double digits, very nice. Alright, cooler. Very nice. No extra super, though. Yeah, I don't like this. Alright. Do that number. There we go. And let's do that number. Perfect. Alright, we got a good turn here, and then hopefully we can actually get a extra super here. There we go. Excellent. Okay, so now we are... This is pretty much his last turn where he's going to be super duper effective for us, but, well, you know, we'll make it work. Let's grab that, and we're going to take this with our Vegeta, because we probably want him to do the 12 key anyways. Okay. So, let's see here. Hopefully the right units take a super here. Okay, so we're still taking double digits. So, with the Grade 8 Vegeta, it's tapping out at about 13 mil. I mean, realistically, you're probably... There we go, we get a double super here. For 8 million, that's pretty good. Okay. Alright, not bad. Okay. Realistically, you're probably not running these two together. Grade 8 Vegeta doesn't have too many uses nowadays, so... You know, could be some problems there. Now, I just gotta hope we get a couple extra supers here, because I think even with those, we can actually tank pretty well. Dude will not launch an additional super for me. Alright, that's fine. Even with the one, we're doing fine. Alrighty, so how are we looking here? Okay, actually pretty good. Now, my hope is here that we can actually finish him, but I don't think we're going to get that lucky. Again, it's going to depend on Ginyu deciding to do extra supers, and that is literally the thing that has drugged this entire fight out, is him not getting extra supers. I almost wish I feel like we should have just ran Raditz as the lead and just had another rotation of one of those super strong Pure Saiyans rotations. Because this is definitely dragging. Alright, so if we get the triple super here, we should be good. Oh my goodness, dude will not launch an additional super attack. Worse than Cooler today. Alrighty, well, let's just do this then. Alright, so we have 30% support, by the way, on this rotation. So this would have been a nice rotation to end up in the next phase with, but that didn't happen. 14 million on that one, not bad. Man, we proc that 9 dodge a bunch of times, too. What is going on here? Why can we not kill this dude? He's actually making it hard. More so than it needs to be. Alright, let's just do this. Give him one extra stack here. Oh my goodness, what is going on here? This has got to be one of the worst RNG showcases I've ever had. My goodness. Alright, who's he going to lock? Okay, I can live with that. Alright, so let's put Cooler here. He should If I can actually get supers with him. Okay, well, we're gonna have to give up the support just so you can actually attack here. Alright, so that is what it is. Alright, so just under 500k here. Remember, we don't have the guard, but we are massively raising attack and defense here. Okay, cool. So that was enough to give Cooler the ability to tank slot 1 normal, which is fine. There we go. He gets a normal. A normal. Oh, even the T-War is doing this to me. This is great. And there goes the super. ENC, like, that would have done nothing. 140k, I guess that's fine. Alright. So 14 mil. Now remember, we don't have guard anymore. So, you know, we're gonna... At this point, he definitely wants to be in slot 2. No crit. Alright, but double digits. So, not bad. Yeah, I think his defense is actually pretty good, if I remember correctly, post-super. Even better if we get the additionals, which we did not get, but, you know, still works. He did the thing, didn't he? Oh, boy. Alrighty, let's see here. Okay, I'm gonna use the snake just in case, yeah, exactly that right there is what I was worried would happen. They don't dodge. And, oh, and that. But they do dodge that. Okay, yeah. It was just in case they didn't dodge one of the normals, them being type disadvantage. Obviously an issue. Alright, we get an additional super out of Ginyu. We'll take that. There we go. Alright, so we'll get to have one more turn with these guys, I guess. And exactly what I was worried was going to happen. He locked him. Alright, well, we'll have to do this then. Alright, so significantly less defense now. We're not getting a super with this guy. This went pretty bad. And we're not even going to get the 18 key. Although, I don't even think he's going to get to attack, so... Yeah, okay. Can you at least proc an additional super? There we go. At least he gets some defense. There we go. Okay, we take that. We take that. And here goes the super. Do we die to this? We probably die, don't we? Oh no, we lived. Miraculously. Alright. Oh man, yeah, so he doesn't really have any good 200% setups. Unfortunately, that's just the way it is. Alright, there we go. Alright, so we finished up there. So, like I said, he doesn't really have any good 200% support setups, right? Like, you just... Honestly, right now, best thing for them is a 170 lead, right? Their only 200% are Raditz and Ginyu, and obviously you see the issue with running the double Ginyu on here when you want to keep these guys on rotation. Double Ginyu is meant to be run on a full Ginyu squad where you have both rotations running a Ginyu, right? Because then you run into the issue of him not being able to get his super attacks, right? The Raditz would probably work a little bit better. There's some other great Pure Saiyans that could work, but I figured run Ginyu for this one. Thought it could be fun because then we could run Cooler here for the support, but didn't really work out. we ended up running into a little more issues than we thought we would. But we still got to see them at the same max potential we would have seen on the Pure Saiyans team, right? That 13-14 million next to the Great Ape Vegeta. This is a pretty impressive attack stat. I mean, although it's only, you know, he can be launching upwards of 3 supers if you proc the hidden potential for him, which means they can be pretty powerful, right? At least in the Vegeta form. The Nappa form leaves a lot to be desired, as we saw. Defensively, they're mediocre, right? But again, the idea with them is turn 1 you do what you need to do, turn 3 you do the active skill and get the dodge, and then by the next turn you transform into Vegeta, where he can be that much more powerful. So, you know, is what it is. Honestly, I like the Vegeta card. It's just one of those, like, man, we got to deal with Nappa first. But we'll do a full grand tour of them to see how they can really push themselves in some of these other events. So, guys, that is it for the video. If you like the video, make sure you hit that like button and subscribe to the channel if you have not already. And in the comments down below, let me know, what are your initial thoughts here on the Nappa and Vegeta EZA? Let me know in the comments down below. Otherwise, guys, as always, thanks for watching, and aloha.